Alright, so we're back. Despite the travesty of before, we're gonna make this work a lot better, I think. I'll give everyone a moment to actually get in. And then we'll go from there. Let me make sure I actually have my gear. What do I have the last time I touched this? Right here, right. I have everything set to the equipment level. I don't want the level 3 flashlight. That's the one thing I always remember I don't want. Okay, everything's set to the max level. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright. I would do 2 evidence. I've not played in a bit. We'll go back down to... Friendly Ghost is on. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do this. Let's go do the challenge mode. I mean, it'll be nice and easy. It's gonna suck because of how big the map is, but... I mean, I'm willing to do it. It's gonna be nice and chill, I think.
Right. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Nice and chill. Reach my seat.
I've got a report that suggests a possible ghost sighting.
Alright. Photo camera. Video the ghost. Escape the ghost during a hunt. That's not possible. Ghost is unfriendly. So... that's not going to be realistically possible in the slightest. That sucks. Have to make it work. 1 second. Alright. Let's get funky. This creepy old high school. Alright. Actually, I should take an outside reading first. 9.4. What's outside looking like? 8. Okay, so we're probably looking for something that's gonna be about... Oh, we got lightning outside. Look at my face. I don't know what that was. Huh. So we're looking for... It's probably gonna be in a classroom. Oh god, I forgot how big this map is. Well, you know what? It'll be fine. I didn't check where the power is. God, I'm rusty. Take a break for a couple weeks, you come back as an absolute clown. Absolute rusty clown. Absolute rust bucket. Alright. Map. It was on the first floor, second floor. First floor, okay, so I go in, left, stairwell. Okay, that's not bad. We can work with this. James Brownstone High School. Alright, keep the camera open for right now. I'll try to get power going, if it's possible to. Just so I can kind of identify a little bit. We're also going to have to go ahead and start opening up the doors to every single room I've been in to confirm where the ghost is and isn't. Because that honestly quite help a lot. Alright, let's get going again. Playing this in solo may have been a mistake, but it's my mistake to bear. Can I? Thank you. Hello. Yeah, this is a pretty chill one. I'm gonna be here for a bit anyway. I made the mistake of picking the challenge for the week, which the ghost is friendly, sure, but I forgot how big this map is. 58 rooms. There's a long story behind it. I can tell you later about it. There was a long, long story behind it. starts with work, it ends with something, I'm not sure. It ends with whatever is here now. You hope that I get a lot of jump scares, dang. As I say, this one's nice and friendly. I'm also just very rusty, I haven't played this for a couple weeks. But that's kind of the exact reason I'm also like, let's try something nice and easy. I'm not gonna put too much on the power. I mean, if I know the door... That's why I was wondering what was being funky. If I can narrow down where the ghost is, especially because the fact that by the time I get there, it should be really, really cold. Because how much time it's been, realistically. Is it really fun to play alone? I mean, it can be sometimes. It really kind of just depends on what you're doing. As I said, playing on this map was a mistake by myself, but it's whatever. It gives us a lot of time. The game as a whole, I mean, as I said, it really depends on the map. There's some really good maps that are smaller, and they're not too bad. Especially when you have higher level gear. But I'd say it's definitely a lot better with friends. I know Coffee, I don't know if Coffee still has it, but I know he and I played a few rounds. Silent Hill, fair enough. I know this is supposed to be like an abandoned high school. I don't know the exact lore of what happened, that it got like abandoned and shut down. But it's there. Okay, ghost is not in any of these rooms. I don't remember if the ghost can actually change rooms. We're gonna open up all these. So we know that the ghost cannot be on this section. Okay. Normally I'd go for the ghost orb strategy, but considering how big this room is, I'm gonna be wanting to test for temperature first. And then I can check for ghost orbs. Especially because it'll be a lot bigger of a give. Bigger a tell, even. Okay, next into that. Yeah, as I said, I completely overlooked the fact that this map is, not too bad. Some days it's a little bit slow, some days it's a little bit more active. It really kind of just depends on the day itself. Also just kind of depends on the game. It's really hard to tell for Twitch because, I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say that there's, at any given point, over 1 million channels active. So there's a whole bunch of things like optimization, luck, what people are recommended, whether you're an affiliate or partner that can give you a small boost on the placements. There's a whole factor behind it. Then there's also other stuff like how often are people chatting, or how many views do you have, or how many views do you have already. My character is moving around a little bit. Oh, I misinterpreted. Yeah, sorry, I'm using a PNG right now. I do actually have a model that's supposed to work, but the guy that rigged it kind of fumbled. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just an error on his end. I don't want to blame him too much because he clearly did his best. Especially because I know someone else who had their model. It came out fine for them. But we know that something in my model got corrupted. So I'm stuck using the PNG for right now. Which is fine. That's why I have the eyes flicker whenever I talk. It's at least an indicator of some sort. Because it's like I would love to, but yeah, it's just very unfortunate. But I mean, you take what you can get. We're starting to actually warm up some building. That's actually really good. Because if I see anything that's like 10 degrees, I'm going to start wondering if the ghost is in that room. Worst case, if I can't find the ghost upstairs, I'm going to go check back around the left side, or the right side. But yeah, no, this is a big, big map, and as I said, it was a mistake to go ahead and do so. I'm willing to acknowledge that. I remember it was a pain with like 3 players. I don't know why I thought doing it by myself would have been smart. But I mean, as I said, at least it gives a good opportunity to continue conversation and to have some fun with it. Because at the end of the day, part of it's just having fun in general. One of the things that I think I mentioned a couple times when I'm streaming is just that if I don't think I'm having a... What's that red light in the corner? Which specific red light? Oh, that! Security camera. There are a couple security cameras in the building. I can use them. Not that it's going to really help me in this scenario. I know the ghost isn't in the hall, so I really don't have a reason to use it. Because if it was in the hall, I would have gotten much lower reading by now. So we're slowly warming up from like 8 degrees to like 20, 25. I'm gonna go check the... I'm gonna loop back around again. I think I got the other room taken care of, but I want to double check considering the building's warmed up. In case I got a false positive. Where the ghost had it cooled down the room a ton. So I want to get a couple... I want to do a quick recheck. Because otherwise it'll just confirm the ghost is upstairs. Then it has to be upstairs if it's not down here. But yeah, I think it has to be. You know, I should go upstairs right now and check. Can I get stuck on the pole, please? Thank you. Oh yeah, they reworked the entire system for evidence now, so you can capture video, you can get a whole bunch of photos, you can't take salt photos anymore. I mean, you could get the ghost stepping in salt, which is nice when that happens, but... I'm gonna mark that I've been in here up to this. So that way if the ghost isn't in this, and I did fumble somewhere, I can track over and go, okay, I have checked here recently. Glad the ghost is friendly as well. To be fair, if it wasn't a friendly ghost, I wouldn't even be on this map anyway. Other image for your thumbnail channel. Could you clarify a little bit, please? I think I got a little lost in translation on that. I apologize. But as for Twitch, I know that Twitch, unlike YouTube, generally does not allow for a thumbnail actively for the stream that you're on. Oh, my profile photo on my... I don't know, it's just because of the fact of... Don't really have another one that's really good to use, otherwise I probably would. Well, I actually did get one earlier, I might actually swap to that. Yeah, I get what you mean now. Okay, so it's probably on the opposite side. Oh, we could check. Did I get that room? Yeah, I thought that room was funky because the door's there. We got the ghost room. Okay. I'm gonna drop the thermometer right here. Is it a ghost orb? Okay, there we go. That did count. Okay, we do have ghost orbs. Okay, we do have ghost orbs, so that tells me we've narrowed down half the ghosts already. Check me the temperature again. Are we at 1.6, 2.5? I can... I wish I had the EMF reader right now. It would have been real good. Oops, I didn't do that. I'm gonna stay out there with that EMF on. Yeah, it's definitely not freezing. This is 3 evidence. If it was freezing, the ghost would have had... No, the ghost is friendly. If it wasn't by now, I've been in the dark for so long, it would absolutely have smacked me. Also, I noticed you follow me. Thank you. Let me go ahead and refresh on something on my end real quick, because I noticed that it's not giving me when you're following again. I had it set properly, and it did not do it again. I'm gonna quickly emulate this and make sure it still works. Give me 1 second. should. It did give me that. Okay, let me reset the labels real quick. Okay, yeah, that did work. Okay. I don't know why it didn't work for you. That's weird. To be fair, sometimes it does. Of Italian descent? A little bit. I usually don't go too much into my... I'll go a little bit into personal here and there. Why do you ask out of curiosity? Maybe I told you at one point. I don't know if I did or not. It's been a while. Oh. No, that's just a play on the word apparition. That's fair, though. That is pretty fair. But it's also just supposed to be a play on the word apparition. And something something. Company I did work for a little while. Also had to approve the name. It's like I liked how it sounded for one. And there was also just the fact that I do have some Italian in me. Get on Papa Croc's side. Alright, back upstairs. I should probably flick this light so I know exactly which way I need to go. I'll worry about the other one later. Where is the thermometer? I intend to put the thermometer out there to help identify. Where did I put it? There it is. It's unique, thank you. Let me confirm it's still in this room. I swear if it's not, I'm going to have an aneurysm. Okay, it is. Oh man, there was this one guy I knew for a while. And he had this picture that said, "Do not believe what he's, or the do not believe what he says. The poster above is Italian and cannot be trusted." It was so funny. Lights are off, right? Shut the door just in case it's doing some funky, because I don't think we have. All right, my bet is that it's. Startle me for a moment. What do we got? 3. Actually did get me for a moment because I wasn't expecting it. Okay, so we know it's most likely not a spirit box ghost. It is possible it still could be, but I feel like I would have gotten a response by now, considering I tested it multiple times in the room. And considering the temperature hasn't dropped to 0 by now, which it should have. You know, I entered it was 1.9. There was no way a regular old ghost was going to be having that if it had freezing temps. By now it would have probably been like -5. Maybe if it was a Hantu like -10, because I know Hantu does tend to get colder quicker. I don't know if it's just a quirk with it, or if it's just funny that it happens more often, or what. But alright. I'll get the dots. So I can just come back. I'll set them up. I mean, realistically, there is still a decent chance. We know what one of them is. It could be something like... Honestly, there's probably dots. If we don't have dots, it's probably an Obake. There's a really, really high likelihood that there's dots in this. Admittedly, and during that logic, I probably should not be picking up the dots, and I actually should probably get something else for the ghost that helps to identify it a little bit better. But let me go ahead and turn off this side, because I can confirm that the ghost is on that side then. But yeah, it's a good time as a whole. Professional's putting it kindly. I wouldn't say professional, but... I am proud of the overlay at the very least. I had to make that myself entirely without any knowledge or skill. It took me like 3 hours to do, but I'm really happy with how it came out. Sometimes I feel like I probably should get rid of the little border around, but it is what it is. I'll confirm the temperature just to be sure. Out of curiosity, do you have Phasmo? Because if you do, I'd definitely be open for playing after this. That was a thing. Right there. Oh, what's the right there? I'd say you're putting it kindly in that regard. I don't know if professional's the right word, but I appreciate it nonetheless. But to be fair, I do think there is some semblance of professionalism I should have, regardless of what I'm doing. Ah, that's okay. It is a dots ghost like I thought. Okay, Banshee, Raiju, Thay. I can get a really easy test for a Banshee. Considering I can get the parabolic mic, I can actually get the sound recorder. I don't know if it works with the sound recorder specifically. It should. There's a certain sound we want to test for if it's a Banshee. Otherwise, we're most likely looking at ghost writing would be easy. EMF is really hard to tell. Because that's just, it's not impossible, but it's EMF, it's chance-based. It's the same way that I have an issue with the sound recorder. I wish the sounds were more frequent. Oh, ad break. Okay, let's get this all picked up. But yeah, I really need to figure out what that issue is. The overlay not working properly. Because that is both irritating and problematic. Okay, sound recorder. Let's get, actually let's put the UV back. Let's get the book. So I can easily... I have the keybind set to for the night vision. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope. I haven't used the night vision in a while. Alright, controls, night vision, because I'm a goof. Special, hold T. It's T. That's why. I want to get all of these at once. Actually, not this. I want the camera. There is actually a good chunk of ghosts in there. Maybe yokais. I think Hantu's in there. Onryo, Obake, Raiju. I know that they decided that they wanted more ghosts, especially because there's only, I think, like 12 initial ghosts. I could be wrong on that. I think like 12 or 14 initially. I know that they slowly expanded over the years with the amount of ghosts that are in the game in some form or another. Let's not flashbang everyone. I can take a little bit of darkness for a moment. Brightness is up a little bit higher. Now we actually put it on. So let's see if we get any sound while we're going into the room again. Is it this one or it was? For some reason it's the one dark room. Take your time, it's all good. What do we get? Okay, that's not even talking, that's just groaning into the microphone. Oh wait, no, I forgot that doesn't count anymore. I forgot I have to actually videotape that. Was it up? No. Oh, it was a lamp. Okay, we know the ghost has dots. I should honestly just sit here for a moment and think about it. I'm not sure. Guess you. Oh, headphones disconnected. Let me unplug my charger cord from there because I know it's prone to do that. Oops. Alright. Get the temperature check. Oh, I was too slow on it. Well, I mean, we got the ghost writing. It's a Thay. I shouldn't be surprised. The amount of Thays I've had, it really shouldn't be surprising. It hurts. Please help me. I'm not sure if I can help you, Grandpa. I mean, I would love to, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I wonder if it'd be better just to move the phone right to there. Cover. Did bro really just turn off the entire power to the... You really decided to troll me. You little... Nothing else, okay. That's fine. I just need a photo of you. You really just popped up behind the door just to mess with me again. This ghost. This ghost, man. What an absolute troll. Alright. You want to pop up or nah? Should I just go? Does that count? That did not count for anything. Of course it didn't. Picking up the camera and throwing it. Nah, not quite. That's not good enough. Just camera gone? Nah. That's pretty funny though. I think there's some level of irony to it. Cold breath. No, that didn't count as cold breath. I guess because it wasn't temperature low enough. Oh well. You want to give me one more picture, or one picture of you? Be really nice. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate it. I'll be going now. I'm a man of my word. I'm a crock of my word. Now we know it's a Thay. There. Yeah, no, that was... I forgot how long this one can take to do, especially in single players, because of how big the building is. This isn't even the biggest map. You look at the Apocalypse Challenge. The whole entire... what's it called? The entire asylum. No, I ain't even done that map in a group. Everyone hates that map so much. Goodness forbid we decide to not do the asylum. Oh, we got the ghost. It's a Thay. Ghost decided to troll a little bit. Turned off the power. Did a few things. As you can see, Dot's ghost. We get the photo of the ghost, the video of the ghost. It's a Thay. Yeah, Thay.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Oh, I forgot how close I was. Yeah, I'm definitely getting, even with one times reward, I'm definitely getting enough to level up. There's no, I wasn't. Also, why is my thing set me? Oh well, it's a Thay. I wish it was a Thay. I'm gonna put this on. I have a stream sentinel on. Sure. Huh. I'm keeping the Hero of the Hollow one. I'll get one more. Let me go ahead and put this to, because I can just do this off stream. It's not gonna be very fun. We'll put it to professional because again, I'm a little bit rusty. I would go back to 2 evidence immediately, but I want to do a little bit. Have a little bit of fun with it. I'm not as big on the tripod. I'll take the sound recorder being level 3 though. That's a bigger priority to me. Just that sound recorder actually having good range and being more useful. I think I should pick a second sound sensor. Means I need to buy one more. Otherwise it's gonna irritate me. That's better. This I will get next. Anyway, does anyone want to join? The offer remains open. I'm not gonna go ahead and do another round for a moment or two, just in the off chance anyone's interested. If not, no issue. I can just do another one by myself, that's fine. But I want to open the offer and extend it to anyone who would potentially be interested. So I'll give it a good minute or two. There's 4 people watching. Six, actually, yeah. Not gonna complain with that. Okay, I'm assuming we're probably not having anyone popping in for right now. That's fine. We'll run a professional for the moment. And then we'll see about another round. Wait. What is wait? It was too fast? Fair enough. Usually when I have people that have wanted to play, they're a little bit more vocal about it, so that's why I'm a little bit quick to it. Because usually people are like, oh, I'll play. Anytime, what map do we want to do? Sunny Meadows restricted is a meme. I don't know. We'll go with one of my favorite ones. I mean, it's cool there. I like Bleasdale. I like this new Bleasdale. They changed Bleasdale. It looks so much better. It's probably my favorite map in this game. Grafton's pretty cool, don't get me wrong. But it's just not as good as Bleasdale. Despite having more rooms and 3 floors, it just feels more comfortable to play on. I can't explain why. You know, this one's simple enough. It's Tanglewood, it's easy. Edgefield, not my favorite because it's so narrow. It's very easy to get caught on things, but it's not the worst. Ridgeview's another really easy one. 16 rooms, but a lot of them are pretty big or pretty self-intuitive. And also there's like 4 basement rooms down there, like 3 or 4 basement rooms down there. As well as, or no, Ridgeview's not the, Ridgeview's Willow Street, that's what I'm thinking of. That's basement rooms. Ridgeview's the one that has the basement with the garage and the upstairs, right, that one. Yeah, you got, there's multiple closets and then... Yeah, I'm gonna take Bleasdale because it's a medium-sized map. And it's my personal favorite map in the game. It's really cool. I really like it. We're gonna go do it. It'll be fun. We'll have some fun with it.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Why am I putting this one first? My brain goes cross. Alright, got this. And this. This will be my usual setup. Temperature. It's not as good as the regular. 3 unique videos. It's easy. Crucifix. Cleanse the area of incense. Since it's not as easy to get a perfect run anymore, and the media actually multiplies, I'm not as inclined towards a perfect run. It'll be fine. Oh, what Left. Temperature outside is roughly... Okay, so we're looking for something that's gonna be about 6 degrees, 5 degrees. Oops. You're going straight for the power. We're going to hold down the record because there's no penalty for doing so. Alright. Let's take a temperature reading in this room. 8.3, okay. Gotta play it careful. 8.9, 10, 11. We're gonna head back around the other way. Is there a hiding spot here? Ritual circle's also here. I can take a photo of that. I forgot the other map. Box. Okay. Actually, is there? Or am I just blanking out? Yeah, there is the box. Duh. Box. Boing. Mine goes. Nah. Nah, that's not a hiding spot. That's just box. Box is box, man. No, that's not how that works. That is not how that works at all. And I would be a fool to treat it otherwise. What do we have in here? I'm gonna open this up. Snake. Talk about some like the decals in here. There's some pretty cool stuff. Why didn't you say upstairs? They got a huge room in there. Yeah, the shattered wine. Ah, the box. Okay. Oops. 12.1. My gut's saying it's not down here. We would have seen it by now if it was, unless it's like hiding in this tiny room. Which I have had. Okay, apparently it's locked. So it's definitely not then. Oh, box Metal Gear. Okay, sorry. My brain went in an entirely different direction when you said that. What are we looking at? 11.6? 1.8? 11.5? 13.5? Nothing that comes out of the standard deviation of what would be necessary to assume. 1.4. In the meantime, I'm going to also look for areas that I can hide myself in. All of this locked. Interesting. Okay, so I know the ghost is not in here. So it wasn't in here, right? I will show you this map though. Oh, this right here. So you got arrowheads, a little tablet. Is it like an ammonite fossil? Or emerite fossil, whatever it is. A couple crystals. Sword. Metals. Yeah, I know. I'm used to a few different ways that I've seen people laugh, so I wonder, I swear, if it's up in the attic again, I kind of hope it is on one hand, but I swear, if we get another attic ghost, it's always the attic with these things. No, we had one in here one time. I spoke with my buddies. Whoa. Huh. I might just take this as an emergency hiding spot. It is like so weirdly out of way that I could consider myself using that. Get that on actually. But yeah, probability says that unless I forgot somewhere. Yeah, these maps, like the map right here is so nice. They redid it. Whoa. That spike for a moment. Yeah, they redid it compared to what the old Bleasdale used to look like, which was not as nice. I can tell you that much. Look at this. Boom. 15. Did I miss the... Did I miss the room? Oh, you know what's possible? Is that room... Is that lamp... No, that's not on. I wonder if either the ghost changed rooms, which it could have. It's a low chance on professional, but it could have changed rooms. I'm going downstairs really fast. A, to check my sanity, and B, to get that power back on. So that sanity is going to be a big lifesaver for me. Alright, let me go check first sanity. So I'm going insane. That's a problem. That's the bigger problem, though. The ghost can move. And that's also why my 2-piece of evidence difficulty, I have it set to where the ghost will not move. 84%. Okay, doing a lot better than I expected. I was recently talked to earlier. I might pick up Resident Evil at some point. No promises, but at some point I might consider picking it up. I've heard good things about the series. I'm going to play it at some point. It sounds fun. Alright. Let me go into here again. 9.1, 8.4. For the sake of argument, cannot be outside. Like, I'm 80% sure I've never seen the ghost be outside like this. Never mind, this does classify as a room. Holy. Today I learned I didn't know this was considered a room. Moment. 3.2. Let me check to make sure it's not like here. No, it's 10.1. This is like 3.5. I guess it has to be here. I've never. Let's talk about lore, huh? Yeah, I've never actually. That doesn't count as a video. Okay, well, I know the ghost is here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start getting set up here. I didn't even know this was an area the ghost could come into. I thought it might have been at some point. But I'm like, no, I've never seen the ghost go outside into, like, the garden or the side area. Because why would it specifically be there? I guess this ghost just really, really likes its, like, furniture and all that kind of thing there. I guess it's not furniture. What the words? Yeah, I've never had a ghost in this map go outside. Normally the ghost does not go outside. I guess, because normally, like, you have the perimeter. That doesn't count as a room. Normally the yards and whatnot don't count as rooms in a lot of these houses. For the ones that you can go out in. But I guess that one counts specifically as a room. Because... And I'll go back and check. Like, I'll show you in a second again. Because, like, it's opening, it's messing with stuff there, and it's probably a Mexican ghost. I don't think that's how it works. Like, I'm not seeing ghost orbs, so I'm inclined not to say. It's like, yeah, we have 3.2, and so this comes out to 9.6, and like, I got stuck on the stairs. Just to reconfirm for the sake of argument. It's like, this room is in here, and that's 13. This is 14. So obviously, because it's outside, it's going to be, you know, not as potent. But yeah, specifically in the side area where the shed is, it's a very small room as well. Which probably means that I would be very dead if the ghost decides to hunt me as well. Because I'm pretty sure it would lock, unless it doesn't lock the inside of that house. I'm assuming it would probably lock the inside of that house. It would definitely lock that gate. Because it'd be super easy to get away from then if it didn't. Pull a pill. Spirit box. EMF. Let's get those going. Okay, like I said, I've never had a ghost go in the gardens before in this map. I didn't even realize it was a room that could be applicable. I just thought it was in there for detail. Because there are certain little bits in there that the ghost can't spawn in normally. EMF 5, I just saw that. That's one of the biggest tough pieces of evidence to get, in general. So, like, that's good. That said, I'm going to have to turn off the power. Because I don't know if the lights are actually going to flicker on outside if the power's on. And if they do, well, it's an issue regardless. But if they don't, I can try and take a spirit box. Because normally spirit box requires the ghost to be in the dark. Problem is, I think I'm always considered in the dark. Alright. I've seen enough. I'm willing to consider the fact that it's probably not spirit box. It should have responded by now. Sometimes you gotta move a little bit. So it can wander, but if it's still the same temperature as before, there's no reason it's not. I'm gonna keep this light on so that way I have something to keep me sane. Have a path through. Actually, I can just turn off these lights. I've never seen it fall in the house before. Would be kind of cool if it is. In case that can. Alright, let me check temperatures here. 2.6 still. Again, I don't think it's gonna get freezing. We should have had freezing by now if it was. So I'm inclined to say not freezing, not ghost orbs. So I'm inclined to say something like spirit. It could be dots. I need to check for dots. Dots will be a big one because Goria would make sense. That and Wraith also would have dots too, so there's a good chance we have dots for the ghost. And afterwards I'll go start getting sounds and whatnot. Yeah, like I said, this was a big surprise on my end. Normally it's in like the front, or it's one of the side rooms, or it's in the attic or something. And the garden is like the one place I would never have thought the ghost would look to be. That covers. Let's go. Was it quick enough? No, it wasn't quick enough. Yeah, the ghost can do stuff like that now too, which wasn't before. Oh, this is a pain to get dots on though. Like it's Mexican. I don't know. I mean, I've seen sometimes you get some funky names for the ghosts. Because I know it's like a random first name, random last name. Okay, this does cover a huge chunk. It's not a guarantee, but like if I'm missing, is Mexico sneaking in the culture game? Fair enough. I know that there's different ones from different cultures. I don't know all of them. I know there's like one or two from like Irish folklore, and I know that there's like one or two from German, and there's some from like Japanese and Asian. I say Asian as in general because I'm not sure the exact origin of a couple of them. But it's definitely possible. Okay, if we don't have dots, in the off chance we don't have dots, then it has to be either a spirit or a myling. Assuming that the spirit box was not a fumble and that the temperature is correct, that it's not freezing, which it shouldn't be. Could be died because they're calling this gardener. Well, I mean, you can make a lot of jokes about a lot of different things involving the ghost situation. I'm gonna toss these here. I'm gonna set this first one right here. The biggest issue I'm seeing is that I have not seen the ghost appear at all in any form on the dots. Normally it would be a little bit more active than this, and that's what has me kind of concerned. And I'm hoping it goes for like the book. EMF'd again. EMF'd all over the place. Mildly frustrating. I'll come back to this. I'm gonna check sanity, and it has been a bit. I don't know if I'm considered outside. Because if it is, I'm going to have a lot lower than I think I will. This is not a good spot for the ghost to be. Yeah, okay, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would. It's not being super aggressive. Okay. It's got UV. Another UV. Dots doesn't seem likely. I'll go check for Gorbs again. I don't think freezing is there. Oh no, we just do have dots. Interesting. We do have dots, so it's either a Wraith, Raiju, or Goryo. Considering the fact that I can't record with that. Video cameras. I can record with this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here for a moment. Okay, it is showing up. I don't know why it wasn't showing up before. That's what has me curious. Because it's not like it's a shade. We know it has dots. That does narrow down immensely. Can't have ghost writing. Let's get some salt out. First, let's try to grab it again. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Did it turn off the power? The stuff from the ads, it's showing the trailer of Ironheart. I'm dying, please help. I don't think I can really do much about that, unfortunately. I don't get to choose what was played and what's not played. Believe me, I'd have I'd have at least a little bit more specific on the picks if I did. But yeah, no, sorry about that. I know it happens from time to time. Let me confirm the ghost is still here with the temperature gun. So it moved. We have to figure out where it moved. No, it's still here. Buddy, you want to pop your head out again? Or are we playing the trolling game? Are we playing the game where we troll Yappy Dial because you don't want to show up for any reason whatsoever? And the moment I look away, you decide to show up. Because believe me, that wasn't very nice of you. That happened the first time. It's very sad, actually. Couldn't capture you on film, but it did give me dots. That's kinda what has me. Okay. I will be back. Let me make sure that there's no sound to capture. So homework. Bruv, we're really playing this game. He's like, no, you don't get to. I mean, actually, I can look to see how much I have lost. Because, okay, I don't think it's gonna be an Oni because that's freezing. I'm gonna leave it for right now. You know, I should have been out by a while ago, but sometimes if you get a ghost like this, where, okay, it's definitely not an Oni. I would have lost more if I did that. I'm gonna get some salt and try to have it step in salt. If it steps in salt, we can at least... Yeah, normally the ghost is not this shy. Normally it's just a lot more angry, to put it in a single word. I'm just gonna sit here and try and record again for a moment, because I swear this thing's gonna do something. Like, I'm gonna go on and the ghost will be like, nah, nothing fun for you. Could we get a motion sensor to try and figure out? Got it. I got it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this back for a moment. I'm at 75, 50, 50, 65. It's gonna be 65 if it's a Raiju. So I want to stay above that threshold for right now. I don't care. Honestly, I do have a good chunk of the covered, but still one of those really bad spots. If the ghost is there, it would absolutely beeline to me. And I'd prefer not dying. Be like great and everything. I can get it to go. You crack addict. I don't know why you're a crack addict. It's the first words that came out. I don't know why. Duplicate. How did that count as a door move when the ghost is chasing me? But yeah, that was a fake hunt. That's what that told me. I'd much rather have the motion sensor go off, to be honest with you. But I'll work with what I can get. And yeah, considering it shut that door, that means that gate is absolutely gonna get shut. Alright, I'm gonna check to see what that is, because it definitely chipped some of my sanity down. Less concerned about that, more concerned about... I could do that as a test. I forgot I put salt down. You know what I'm gonna do? I shouldn't, but I'm like, I'm gonna do this because I can test for Wraith a lot easier. I've seen it on cameras, I've not seen it in person. It could be a Goryo. I want to test... I can get that, like, that motion sensor move on its own. I can record that. I turned off the power again. You little jerk. I'm not willing to gamble on a 1 in 3 when I know I can get this because all 3 evidence. If it was 2 evidence, I'd be like, okay, I have kind of an idea of what its behavior is. I will let it hunt. Or at least try to. Of course, I saw that go off. You ain't slick. You ain't called Slick Ricky. There's a reason for that. But yeah, something... Motion sensor did go off finally. Okay, I was wondering about that. Do I have anything going off here? No, literally nothing in terms of sound. Noise on. But that, we know it's not going to be that or that. Can we determine what this ghost is based on what we have available? Spirit box would make it a Wraith. It's not going to be a Wraith because we didn't get there. We didn't get Ghost Orbs. I think it's a Goryo. The best way that I can tell is if we can get some UV on this thing. I'm going to get the salt back. We need the salt. we can test this thing. If it's a Goryo, I'm just going because this thing is going to be a pain in the butt. Not because it's a Goryo, but just that its literal thing is that it can't change rooms as well, and it's not visible in the dots. Just Goryos are annoying. Oh, I had salt already. Now let's get some salt back here. I say as my salt is already in my hand. Like, good job. What I still need? I just need the ghost to help with the crucifix. I really don't care about that because I need to get everything that's 3 sounds, and 3 sounds suck to deal with. What I'll do instead is I'll go into the house. I'll get some photos of stuff. I'll get like footprints or some such. Actually, no, it doesn't count. I forgot it doesn't count. Anymore. Check. Nothing. I'm gonna go in and get the picture of the ritual circle. That's the big thing. If I did make a miscalculation somewhere, I should know if it doesn't stop in the salt. Again, it shouldn't be giving me spirit box. I think it's Goryo based on the evidence. I've not seen it a ton. But I'm gonna spread these out a little bit. And call upon the devil and he shall appear. Dang it, he didn't. Oh, in time. Nope, that still doesn't count. I didn't think so. People are like, oh, you can get the salt to still work. Nah. Oh, I was really hoping I would have gotten a salt with a footprint photo, but we did get... That's a footprint. There we go. Yeah, that confirms it's a Goryo like I was thinking. That explains why he was so tough as well. Goryo is not the easiest to identify. Let's play with 2 evidence, we would have had dots, but yeah, we got all 3 of that. EMF 5, dots, UV. He was really generous with that early UV as well. I thought UV, the EMF. Let's actually get out of here, because this was way too long in this map. I should have been out sooner. Nah, I'd say, I would say good job, but like, this was not the best job. I could have definitely gotten out sooner if I had been a little bit cleaner. If I'd realized that was an actual area that Ghost could have gone to. I probably would have checked there beforehand when I was downstairs. But I mean, I now know. Yeah, Goryo.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
I mean, to be fair, if we don't have ghost orbs or temperatures, that cuts down a lot of the ghosts, because most ghosts either have one of the two. I mean, that's a given, but you get what I mean. And you can see, media actually gets multiplied now, instead of it being afterwards. It's like, even if I don't have the bonus, it's still solid. I mean, it's still $1,400, rather than like the equivalent of $900 before. Alright, let me go ahead. I think we'll just stick with professional today. Just because the fact if it's just like, oh, it's simpler. Nah, I'm just a little bit rusty. I'm just a little bit rusty. And I feel like having the 3 evidence for the sake of just today. If we go back into it a little bit more, we can definitely get... Where's the shop? Oh, that's right, they changed everything to multiples of 5 now, for the most part. That's like a couple weird exceptions. In terms of unlocks for the later levels. So I mean, Thurible, Incense, kind of sucks that I lose that there. But, I mean, this did get cut down from level 90 at least. And this is a lot sooner, considering it's... I never understood why they had put the later... I think it was like level like 50 some or like 60 some originally for the later. Level 75 is... I guess that's fine. Motion 70 is fine. I do miss this being a little bit lower, I think it was. I think this was... It was either 65 or 75 for this. I don't remember, but I know it was a change from 5. You're gonna go to bed right now? Take care, then. I appreciate you for popping by. Feel free to come back again. I appreciate having you here. Alright, so let me go back and do another one. Let's go ahead and change up the map this time. I want to keep it simple. We're going with Tanglewood. I need a nice palate cleanser after everything.
Keep a right.
And again, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it.
Before investigating. There's been no reports of violence or sightings.
I think tomorrow we're gonna do Dead by Daylight again. Maybe we can get Coffee to come by. Maybe we can get a couple people playing. We can get a group of survivors going. What am I doing Survivor? I think I'll be by myself. Fair, fair. I know there is a certain element to it. That it's like if you have 750 viewers or something like that, I get you really won't be able to interact with your chat, but it's also like, you know, these are the people that still brought you to where you were. The least you can do is try to interact in some form, at least early on. But that's also just my thought process. And that's also why I'm like, it would be cool to get big, but there's also a point where I'm like, I don't want to get too big. As weird as that sounds, I almost don't want to get like super big because, well, I just would not have the capabilities to interact as much as with y'all. Could be no ghost orbs. 10 degrees. What was outside? About the same. I wish we'd check in temperatures more, honestly. This map, it's better just to do temperatures because of how quick room checks are. I mean, true, not if you're playing a game that can require a lot of attention, but I mean more just as a whole. Okay, that's a hiding spot there at the very least too. Not the music box. Okay, so the ghost is not at the front. We've determined that. That could be in here. I don't know if that was me touching it twice or the ghost touched that. It was me touching it twice. Might have been a bit of an input delay. Okay, not that there. 10.2. Try and study the algorithm, you can do it. That's true as well. That's definitely true. 10.6. There's a skull right there. I just realized that's a skull. I wasn't paying attention to that before. I mean, it'd be nice, but 1,000's also pretty big in terms of Twitch terms. Monkey's paw, that's what that is. Okay. Because I was gonna say, you have either people that have like 250,000, or even the people that have like, okay, it's definitely down here. But like 1,000 is a huge amount in terms of Twitch terms. Heck, even a couple hundred is a lot. Even if I got like 100 or 200, that's still that many people that are actively wanting to watch you live. Like, even the amount that I have now, the fact that I'm in the double digits, the fact that I have double digits, and I know that most of the people that I know are not just friends as well. Like, most of the people that are on here are not just friends that followed me to support me or anything. It's only a small minority. Which, honestly, in a way, it really makes me flattered. It means that people actually consider me worth watching enough, or entertaining enough, that they're willing to actually watch. Because I know people can be real picky about certain things too. Then I know that there's just people that the not even to sugarcoat it, but just in flat out, there are people that are just better than me out there. Obviously, it's not like, you know, diss on myself or anything, but you know, there's people out there that have been doing the grind a lot longer than I have. Because part of it, at the end of the day, I'm here is just to have fun for part of it. It's like, cool, I can earn a little bit of money, or I can have offers or stuff like that. Cool, whatever. That's not the big thing. At the end of the day, you're able to foster community, you're able to help entertain people. You know, there's something really wholesome about it to me. gonna toss this downstairs. I'm not gonna set it up yet. I want to be downstairs before I do it. But as I said, there's something just wholesome about the idea of all of it. So I will say, affiliate definitely did help out, because I can actually get, like, channel points for people to use stuff on. I'm still trying to figure out what we should use it for, but... Get more people, I can improve in the... A little bit more of your sauce. Pause. Pause. I feel like I'm oblivious on something here. I don't know why there's a pause here. I feel like I'm a little oblivious. No, I figured you meant like out of the game. You would have probably specified further. Like, I feel like you're saying something I'm just completely oblivious and not realizing it. I'm gonna put that way, and I think I'll put the other one that way. Fair enough. Fair enough. I wasn't really thinking about it in that way, but... It is what it is. Basement ghost. I need to... Did I... I did. Okay. I wasn't paying attention if I did or didn't. It would be really awkward if I didn't. Let's be real here. That would have been very awkward. You know, I'll bring down the... thing right here. I'll bring down the... mic. If I'm lucky, maybe I can record a sound on the way. There's some really interesting sounds. So like the ghost screaming "get out" or just blabbering. A couple of times I heard the ghost be like, "Oh, it's so cold." I think I... Sounds like a plan. Also, speaking of ghost talking, I could not have come in at a better moment. Set that up to like right here or some such. I cover a lot more of the room then. And this I can set. Boy, girl, ghost thing, individual. I saw you crawling right past me. We're not gonna ignore that. Yeah, I know you want to reiterate for me. I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're a lot more cooperative. I shouldn't even be annoyed at you. Like, you're unironically being a lot more cooperative than most of the other ghosts that I've seen. You're a Chad. I like you. You're cool.
Act of hate.
Never mind. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize we were doing goodbyes, but yeah. You're cool. Active hate. Wow. But yeah, take care, man. As I said, I appreciate you for coming by. Thank you. It could be a Diogen. I kind of hope it's a Diogen, honestly. It'd be really funny. What is the Diogen? Yokai would be ghost orbs. EMF is wraith. UV is phantom. Ghost writing would be Diogen. It's not going to be freezing. Can at least eliminate that. Is wraith one of the options? Yes, it is. If I can get a photo of the ghost, I'll know really easily if it's a phantom. I can get it to step in salt. I can tell if it's a wraith. I can narrow down half of it immediately. Actually, what level is my sanity at? Yokai, I don't use my microphone, so I'm not worried about it going there. It's all 50% or below. But I still want to make sure if I have an idea. 82%. Okay. Got it. That gives me a little bit of an idea of how much wiggle room. Sometimes you just gotta pace yourself. I'm gonna end up biting off more than you can chew. the singing. EMF 4. You know that's there. You wanna be a good ghost friend to me? I mean, you did say you actively hate me. So, like, I don't know what I did, but I'd appreciate if you didn't actively hate me. I mean, oh, it's a Diogen. Well, you and I are about to become best friends, Ghost. Well. I actually called it, too. Which I'm actually quite happy about. I'm even trying to use this. I mean, you're going to be slow as molasses. As long as I don't get myself stuck in a corner, I'll be fine. And that also means that the ghost is just not gonna... I got nothing to worry about. It's like 35-40%. Like, I don't want to get cocky about it, but it's like... It's also a Diogen. It's the easiest ghost in the game. Like, it's one of the ghosts that you actively go for on the hardest challenge in the game. There's a reason for that. And that's because of the fact that it's not a huge threat. Did it knock the video camera? Well, here's what it is. I'm kind of tempted to get like another thing of salt. You feel like being talkative today? No? Oh, you did do a lot of singing. You a professional singer? Wonder if you're a nice little professional singer. That might be nice. You know, give me a... You know, sing me a little song. Sing me the song of your people. Actually, you're not... I can't say that. That makes you sound like you're an animal more than a person. I mean, technically, you're a video game character. Technically, NPC. Technically. There's some weird territory in this. I'm gonna get some more salt. I forgot to get the camera again for the bone. Just twice now. I mean, I'll just slap it down because at that point I have... I need more than that. I mean, if I can get the dots on the ghost, that'd be great. And the salt step. Like, this is a ghost that... Actually, what are my tasks? What are my tasks? Get the ghost to blow out a firelight. Well, that's very easy to do. It's also something I can get a photo of, not a photo of, a video of as well. So that works out really nicely. I actually might be able to get perfect run on this if I can get one unique sound extra. I mean, heck, I might actually be able to get the ghost to get a sound from it while it hunts. Disturbed salt. Good photo, we can get one more. So that light up's too late. Oh well. I'm gonna I'm gonna take a photo of the skull. Actually, what I should probably just do is get a photo of the skull. Get the bone. Get a photo of the ghost. Then drop this right here, because there's danger. I can keep this right here. Translucent ghost. Yeah, I didn't get the ghost specifically for crawling around like a lunatic. Maybe I got on video, but I get on both. I'll make sure it's still there. Yeah, I don't have either Dot's ghost at all. Dang it, not quick enough. Can you not rattle stuff, please? It's like very rude. Ay, 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 ay. You know, I'm trying to make polite conversation with you. I want to better understand you, and you have no respect towards me. This is a very one-sided relationship, it feels like. Nope, that's a duplicate. Let me actually get the motion sensor going. Oh wow, you absolutely just did that out of spite towards me. Oh, this ghost is trolling me. Any sound? Well, I wasn't. Listen to that. That ghost is absolutely trolling me. Of course. It's a ghost. It's gonna troll me. It has the opportunity to. It is the first opportunity in its lifetime. Unlifetime? It has the capability to troll me. It's gonna take that opportunity. Let's put it like that. I'm not surprised at all. One second. There we go. There we go. I think that's everything. Let me go check. Is there anything I specifically need to do involving the ghost hunting? Or like smudging the ghost or anything? I think that's everything. We got a whole board of evidence. Right, firelight. I got 3 sounds. I got the ghost laughing at me. I'm clipping this. I'm clipping that for sure. The ghost is confirmed to be trolling. You're absolutely trolling. At that point, what I'll just do is I'll just carry the camera, light the candles up, wait for it to get blown out. And there we go. Because the only thing that's left from, I'm gonna say, knocks out that goal, and it's the one thing I need left to actually get a perfect run, is to get the candles blown out. So that'll be one video, and that'll be one task. Alternative, if I get something better, I can just wait and grab that, or grab that. Yep. Okay. Done. Done. Simple. It was a Deogen too. Super nice. I mean, we take it. We take these. We take it. Deogen. Look at that. All uniques. Perfect run. I was not expecting a perfect run today, but here we are.
Welcome back.
I mean, look at that. Perfect investigation bonus. Gotta be big ol' money. Big money, big money, big money. 230, so that comes out to like 690 extra. To be honest, it was only a couple hundred extra. All things considered, because of all the media and all the tasks and whatnot. I mean, it's fine. Still good, though. It was still really good. Are you serious? What is that? 50 experience? $50 off? It's $50 off from the ghost. It's literally just go in, get a correct ghost, and leave. Oh, that's insulting. That is borderline insulting. Well, let's go restock. Did use 2 salts. I guess I forgot to. Anything else that I still need? Soul capped. Motion sensor, cruces. Salt. Sound recorder. Sanity med. Photos. Yeah, I think that covers about everything. So I guess, well, I'll take the last couple minutes here just to talk a little bit, since I think I'll wrap up stream in a few minutes here. So, again, thank you for everyone who came by, whether it be for Part A or Part B. Again, I apologize for Part A being so scuffed. It's going to be uploaded as a standalone video on the channel. I did make a small jump cut because I started yapping for a while, and also just another small issue that the footage for that little time period too just did not come out the best. So I made a quick jump cut. It was a slightly scuffed one, but it works nonetheless. And as I said, I'll be uploading this part as well. So that's close enough, right? It still was knocked down technically. Well, if it wasn't before, it wasn't a strike before, it's spare at the very least now. Angel Light Keeper, 3 keepers disappear. Mystery solved. Huh. 16. What? We're gonna do the funny thing. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this, and I'll also upload the main stuff. I don't know why I decided again it didn't want to work though for the fall. I feel bad whenever that happens because it's supposed to acknowledge properly when someone does. It almost does, but it's frustrating nonetheless. So I have it specifically set to where, you know, I want to acknowledge the people that do follow. It feels wrong not to. If you're gonna take your time to actively follow or at some point in the future sub, not that you should, honestly, not at least not yet. If you're gonna sub, at least wait for the emotes. I can't justify it personally, and that's with me running the channel. I'm telling you, I can't even justify having you sub until then at the very least. So at least get something out of it. But yeah, on that topic, I'll see about trying to get some emotes worked on, and we'll go from there. But yeah, outside of that, it was pretty fun. I know it was chaotic, especially since the first half of it. And I'll have the video for the form up. But it is what it is. I mean, hey, it could have gone a lot worse, right? Something you can always say. That sort of thing. Always could have gone worse. Right, thank you. Alright, what else we gotta grab? Got a pin here. Ball. Everything must go. Furniture clearance sale, everything must go. It's not what we meant by furniture clearance sale. Part of me really is curious why y'all watch me sometimes. But hey, we have a good time with it all, right? That's the important part. I couldn't ask for a better audience. Y'all are pretty cool. Alright, cleaned out properly. It was nice and empty upstairs, right? This is from the hole. The hole. No, there's not. Okay. Still missing one. I'm still missing the Revenant. I'm still missing that Revenant one. I don't know how I have. To be fair, I just haven't had a lot of Revenants. And the one Revenant that I've had, two Revenants I had, have both killed me. Get the ghost still in here? Yep. How you doing in there, buddy? You have a good time in there? You have any... No? What? Just needs to go closer with everything else. That's better. Into the truck. I'll say, complete side topic before we go. I love these kind of pegboards because they're so versatile. You can just kind of slap whatever onto there, add some shelves. I thought I have one. I don't know how much it's audible on my end, but I have one in my office literally right next to me. I got a few things on it, but nothing too crazy. Anyway, I will be seeing you all tomorrow. As I said, I think I'll be doing Dead by Daylight tomorrow. Maybe I'll play some Phasmo again. Really kind of depends what I'm feeling. But either way, we had a good time. Take care, Haplings, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I guess in this case probably evening, but have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.